What's going on, guys? This is Matt from Matt Powell Music here. I'm going to be talking about a topic that I get asked about every single day. People message me constantly and ask, Matt, how do you get more followers on Instagram? How do you have a following like you have? How did you grow this? I want people to listen to my music, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you guys today. Now, there's a couple of things to factor in here, okay? Because it can be easy. It can be. It doesn't mean that it will be. There's a couple of things that you have to factor in if you're trying to grow a big following. Number one, how disciplined are you with your music? Where are you in your music and in your development? How much time a day do you spend practicing? Your amount of skill in your craft, whether you're rapping, singing, playing piano, playing guitar, regardless of what you're doing. These strategies I'm going to show you today, they work depending on how good you are. Regardless, they're going to work. You're going to gain followers. But depending on the level of mastery you are at, is how well these will work. So if you're implementing these strategies and they're not working for you the way you'd like them to, you might have to just spend a little bit more time working on the actual music itself. Guys, when it comes to growing your following online, I say this over and over and over again, and I can't explain how true it is. Humility pays, okay? Everybody wants to be the next Shawn Mendes. Everyone wants to be the next Justin Bieber. But what a lot of musicians don't realize is these people have giant teams around them. Okay? They have millions of dollars in advertising, production, and they have an entire management team behind them. Okay? So if you want millions of followers, it's going to be really hard to do if you don't have that kind of backing and that kind of infrastructure around you. Now, what do musicians have? Independent musicians have that these artists don't have. We have the ability to talk to our fans, to engage with our fans directly, and to be humble and to talk to them in the DMs, to comment on people's videos, and to follow people back. We have the ability to create genuine connections with our followers, which can make all of the difference. Lastly, before I get into the nitty-gritty, the fine details of what you want to do as far as marketing your music and growing your following on Twitter and Instagram, something that I got to say for all musicians out there, okay? Do not message people and ask for shout-outs. Don't do it. If you message me and say, hi, can you shout out my music? I'm not even going to talk to you. If you message me and say, hi, my name's Brian, I'm going to talk to you. If you message me and say, hey Matt, wow, you have such a great voice, loved listening to your music. How long have you been working on this? I'm going to answer you. I'm going to talk to you. If you message someone and don't even take the time to introduce yourself, follow them, engage in their content, if you come at people with me, that kind of attitude, people will reject you right away. No one will listen. What it comes down to is shout-outs don't work, okay? It's going to be hard for a lot of you guys to hear because everyone wants a shortcut. But the truth is there are no shortcuts when you're growing your music. Humility, hard work, that's how you grow an audience. That's how you make people like you. That's how you make people get emotionally invested in you. It's just a fact. I've been doing this for 4 years. I can tell you with a lot of conviction, being kind and being humble and getting to know people, that is how you grow your following. I'm going to get into some exact things you can do though. So that's where we're going right now. All right, guys, so here is what you want to do to help gain more followers, more engagement, and get more people listening to your content. What you're going to do is you're going to hit the little magnifying glass right there, okay? You're going to go to either hashtags, if that's your goal. If you want more people to listen to you on music, you can use YouTube Music, YouTube, YouTubers. Type in that hashtag. For right now, we're going to use singer-songwriter as an example, all right? From there, you're going to hit recent. These are people who have recently posted, singer-songwriters who are active right now on Instagram. I'm not going to click on specific videos right now because I didn't get these people's permission to be on my YouTube video. But what you want to do is you want to go through and click and listen to each person that's singing. If you like their content, like their posts. If you think they're really great and you're really digging their music, leave them a comment and let them know. The way marketing works is the more love you give, the more love you get. That's just the reality of it. Now, here's another thing to factor in. Not every single person whose post you like is going to go back and like you and follow you, okay? Every time you get a follower, that's something you should be lucky and grateful for, okay? Don't be entitled that every single person whose post you like should like you back. Maybe every 1 out of 10 people that you engage with will like your content as well and will follow you. So go out there, show some love, get some love back, okay? If you have a show, you can use Places and you can search up people in your city. I'm from Ottawa, so if I want, I can click Ottawa if I'm trying to get people to come out to my show. I can go recent and I can go and find people in my town and I can go and engage with people directly in my network if that's what your goal is. If your goal is to get more people at your shows, why don't you go into Magnifying Glass, Places, and go engage with people in your neighborhood or where you're playing your next show. If you're traveling, you can actually go and pinpoint people city by city by hitting the city and clicking recent and finding people to engage with, okay? It's that simple. It takes a little bit of time, but it works. This is an alternative account that I have, okay? And I still have 1,700 followers on it, but on my main account, I have well over 21,000 followers. And I'm right now gaining about 1,000 followers a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. If you use these strategies, it just works. And another thing that I have to stress, okay, it's right up there with asking people for shout-outs. Under no circumstance, ask people to listen to your music on their music. Do not comment and say, hey, check out my music on somebody else's music post. If you come at people with that me, selfish energy, people will think you're a jerk and no one will give you the time of day. Again, humility pays. So guys, we know how to find followers based on place or by interest using places and tags, but there's actually something else you can do to find people that you're probably guaranteed are going to like your content. Now, the way to do this is to know your brand and to know your sound. Most people tell me that my voice and my music reminds them of Ed Sheeran, John Mayer, James Bay. So how can I use that to target people that like that sound, given everyone has told me that is my sound? How can I target their fans specifically? It's really easy. I'm going to show you. So what you want to do is search the artist that maybe inspired your sound that you get compared to. I'm going to use John Mayer because John Mayer is one of my biggest influences. I love John Mayer. I've always loved John Mayer. He's the man. You don't have to agree with me. I don't really care. I love John Mayer. Now, if you click his followers button right here, these are all of the people that have just followed John Mayer as recent as possible. What does that mean? It means these people are active on Instagram right now. They're live. They are on Instagram. So what can you do? I'm not gonna click on these people's profiles again. I didn't get their permission. But you're gonna want to click on these accounts, and if they have some cool pictures, if they seem like they're nice people, if their content isn't too offensive, if you align with their stuff, show them some love. You'll be surprised how many people will go back and check your content out. Again, not everyone will, but if you're trying to get more people liking your videos, commenting, viewing it, if you want to get more attention on your content, this is how you do it. If you're a rapper and you sound like J. Cole, go hit up J. Cole's followers. Chances are, if you're any good, they're going to like you. Guys, there's 3 techniques I gave you that are very, very powerful, okay? Magnifying glass, places, tags, and finding those artists that have inspired your work and engaging with their fans. If you do these 3 things, you will gain thousands of followers. It takes time, it takes effort. You might have to work on your craft and become a better musician, rapper, whatever it might be that you're doing. But these marketing strategies work. They're proven to work. It's how I gained 20,000 plus followers in a short period of time. You guys can do it too if you're willing to put in the work. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. I'll probably be doing one-on-one training and coaching for you guys. There are some more advanced techniques that you can use. I'm not going to get into them right now. So feel free to DM me on Instagram, comment to me on YouTube, and I'll be happy to get into a little bit further. Let me know if you'd like me to keep going. I can break down even more techniques you guys can use. But for right now, this is Matt Powell Music. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment if you did find this helpful. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers.